Hey guys, JD here. Good to see you. We're going to continue on with some autumn leaves basics for kind of beginning jazz guitar playing. We've gone over the melody and we've checked out the chords, some basic shell voicings, and I know you guys are doing good on that. And what we're going to do next is something called arpeggios, or we're going to arpeggiate through the chords of the tune. And if you're not familiar with what an arpeggio is, it's pretty basic. It's essentially playing the individual notes that make up a chord, say the root, the third, and the fifth of a chord, just playing those notes individually. Instead of kind of strumming them all at once to sound a chord, you play the notes individually. And in the case of the autumn leaves chords, and generally jazz harmony, most of the time, there's a seventh involved in the arpeggio as well. So instead of just playing the root, third, and fifth, we're going to also play the seventh as part of the arpeggio. So each one of these arpeggios is going to have 4 notes, and to start we're going to play them in order, so root, then the third, then the fifth, then the seventh. And we're going to play them only from the 6th string as the root being the first note of the arpeggio, and then from the 5th string with the root being the first note of the arpeggio, because that's how we learned the basic shell voicings. And arpeggios can be played in many different ways, and it's good to get them to be able to be played in different inversions, not necessarily starting on the root all the time, say starting on the third or the fifth of the arpeggio. This facilitates playing in a single position without having to move all around the neck. However, just starting out, we're going to play these only kind of root position arpeggios, with the root being played first from the 6th and 5th string. This is going to solidify the root motion of the harmony of this tune, and it'll also hopefully kind of reinforce the form of the tune while you're going through the tune playing these arpeggios instead of just the chords. So hopefully you'll be learning, the tune, the chords, the form, and learning how to play arpeggios kind of all at once. Great. So I'm going to play through these arpeggios just 1 octave through the tune, and then I'm going to zoom in and give you a closer look at playing these, so you'll get a better idea of the fingerings and where they are. Okay. Okay, we're going to get a tighter, closer look at these arpeggios here and talk about some fingerings. The first arpeggio is going to be that C minor, first chord of the tune. So we've got our first finger at the 8th fret playing the root. Then we've got our 4th finger up a minor third playing the minor third of the arpeggio. 3rd finger playing the 5th. 1st finger again at the 8th fret playing the flat 7th. So we've got now we can go up an octave. We can do that, but just for getting these under your belt, just to start playing arpeggios, we're going to play just 1 octave, only from the roots, and the roots are going to be from the 6th and the 5th string. So again, the first arpeggio, C minor 7, 1st finger, 4th finger, 3rd finger, 1st finger again. Oops, excuse me. Now we're going to the F7, which is that 2nd chord. Again at the 8th fret, but 2nd finger, playing the root. 1st finger up to the next string on the 7th fret. 4th finger, up a minor 3rd on that same string. second finger jumping up to the next string at the 8th fret. F7. Next chord is B flat major 7. Alright, so we're going to play the root on the 6th string there with your second finger. First finger at the 5th fret on the next string. 4th finger up on the 8th fret on that same A string. And then your 3rd finger at the 7th fret on the next string. So we've got, then we've got the next chord is E flat. So we've got your second finger at the 6th fret on the 5th string, up to the next string with your first finger at the 5th fret. Next note is the 5th of the chord with your 4th finger at the 8th fret. Then we've got your 3rd finger on the next string at the 7th fret. So E flat major 7. Then we're going down to the next chord, that A half diminished, that A minor 7 flat 5. First finger at the 5th fret is the root. Next note is the flat 3rd with your 4th finger at the 8th fret. Second finger up to the next string at the 6th fret. I'm sorry, yes, at the 6th fret is the flat 5th. Then we've got your first finger again up to the next string at the 5th fret. A minor 7 flat 5. And then we've got the last chord in the A section, the D7, which is the same fingering as the F, but you've got the root note at the 5th fret. And then we're back to G. And that G arpeggio, G minor 7 arpeggio, is going to be the same as the C, fingering wise and string wise, but you're starting with the root at the 3rd, at the 3rd fret. So that's the entire A section. And there's only a couple different chords in that B section, so we're not going to go through the ones we just went through because they're the same. Now there's that one section of the tune in the B section, that 2-bar phrase, where the chords go by twice as quickly, that G minor 7 to that C7, F minor 7 to the B flat 7. Now those arpeggios are going to, that G minor, we're going to see a minor 7 arpeggio starting on the root on the 5th string this time, and then a dominant 7, the next chord, the C7, the root note is going to be from the 6th string. And those would look like this. Turn up. And then the same thing, a step down. Right? So the G minor, I'm playing that with my 4th finger at the, let's see, 10th fret, and then up to the next string with my 2nd finger at the 8th fret, jumping up again to the next string with my 1st finger at the 7th fret, and then my 4th finger again at the 10th fret for the flat 7. So G minor 7. Now C7, we've got at the 8th fret my 2nd finger on the root note of the arpeggio. Then we've got my 1st finger at the 7th fret for the major 3rd. 4th finger at the 10th fret, and then up to the D string with my 2nd finger at the 8th fret. So C7, and then again the same thing, a whole step down for that F minor 7 and B flat 7. So then we're home, right? Alright, so we've got an idea of what these arpeggios look and sound like and where to play them in a couple basic positions through Autumn Leaves. What I want to do now is I'm just going to play through Autumn Leaves with that backing track, and I'm going to play arpeggios through one chorus, just real basic rhythm and root position arpeggios through the tune, so you can hear what it sounds like in context. And then the second chorus, I'm going to play still these arpeggios, but I'm going to mix up the rhythms, and I might mix up the order of the notes of the arpeggio. Like instead of playing root, third, fifth, seventh, I might play fifth, third, seventh root or something like that. And so you'll get an idea of how you can maybe use these eventually, these arpeggios. Eventually you can use them really as springboards to soloing over a tune. They're extremely useful that way, and you can play entire solos just based on arpeggios and be very creative with them, and they sound great. So we'll get an idea of what that sounds like as well. Alright, so I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.